Well, Google Hangouts, number 2. Okay, now we await people to arrive. If not, I'll just be talking to myself again. If you guys can't hear me, it's because my setup for my microphone, the professional one, is not coming on right now, and I'll have to check that up in the next video. So you're live, and let's see how this is going. Okay. Double check to make sure that we are working properly. Coming on right now, and I'll have to of course check that up. Nope. I'm just going to mute myself to make sure that I don't hear myself talking, because you know how everyone has a tendency, especially when you're recording, you tend to get stopped up. I know that Vsauce or one of the other scientific YouTube videos has a whole thing on that, where it just stops you up from thinking while talking because you're hearing yourself already talking. So yeah, first and foremost, I really got to apologize to you guys for the whole San Diego Comic-Con thing. I was going to do a live broadcast and show you guys how awesome it was, until I came to the realization, with the help of my friend, that Google Hangouts, the app, is not very good. So if ever I go to another event, I'm going to be bringing my laptop this time, so that I can actually share with you guys the whole experience. I do plan on going to San Diego Comic-Con the next time. I'm actually making plans to actually go inside, as opposed to going with my friend and just checking out the outside, and not just get that basic experience, because San Diego Comic-Con was a big event. I mean, not like anything I've ever seen before. Yeah, the streets were literally just, at one point, right when it came right up to the end, right near the convention center, they pretty much just closed off the streets and just let people just wander right in the streets, because it was so big and they couldn't keep people off the streets. In fact, some people were actually crossing diagonally across the streets, even when the roads were open. So if you guys haven't experienced San Diego Comic-Con, it's really big experience, and I'm talking even before you go into the convention center, because I haven't experienced convention center, which I heard is very crowded. You literally shoulder to shoulder. You can barely get to where you're going through, especially if you're in a rush. But there's a whole experience outside of it for those who aren't too keen on really crowded comic conventions. I've only been to 2 of them, Orlando MegaCon and Anime Expo, which is not really a comic convention per se. It's more of an anime convention, but it's still a convention. And like Anime Expo, I can see where there's tons of vendors, and they're there to actually do a lot of selling, which, is good for some people like myself, as well as many other artists who are trying to make a living off of this. But I did hear about a particular artist who actually held his own Comic-Con right in their hotel. They actually just went to the bar and just hung out with all their fans and had drinks, and really racked up the tips for the bartenders down there, and that really inspired me, because it's just like, that's amazing that you hold your own con. And for all the other Oatlyites, for those who joined me in the Oatly Academy, that would be an awesome idea if we can just get, certain people that are right in Southern California, and then, because I always trying to have the whole experience with you guys, but now that I know, now I can prepare better for that, to where the people who can't go to Comic-Con, I can set up the camera so then you guys can join us in the experience, but yeah, I'm also trying to make plans to go to CTNX. Aside from also getting my car, but that's beside the point. So yeah, I am, just don't mind me. I'm right now just checking out the video, and I am going to repost, because I'm pretty sure I'm starting. I started 5 minutes early just so I could set up, but I also went live 5 minutes early for those who are unaware. So hope you guys don't mind. I'm just going to Facebook it and Twitter it that I am now live. So for those who didn't get the message, I'll make sure they know the message. So one moment. Okay, make sure that my Twitter followers, and for some of those that are actually on my Tumblr fans, I posted up a link to the live cast now, so I'll be on probably till midnight, maybe longer, depending. So yeah, if you guys want to join me, or you guys just want to talk or anything, just let me know. Yeah. Let's see. Yep. And what I could do is actually, while I wait for more people to come along, I can talk about my new project that I'm actually starting. And I also like to get some of you guys' opinions for those of you who have been watching me for some time but are unaware of it. I'm starting up a new project. It's called the Roach Project. Currently, it's a create your own story, an interactive create your own story. It follows a little kid who goes on this survival adventure. I'll have more information as I develop it. You guys can check that out at www.roachproject.tumblr.com, or you can follow, I believe it's called Project Roach on Twitter, and all the updates will be put up there. So, yeah. Let's see, make sure that everything here is being posted. Okay. All right, it's posted. So now I just await. I know it's Saturday, so a lot of people are probably, out watching Ant-Man or which I plan to do tomorrow morning, as well as watch Jurassic World. I'm going to see if we try to sneak those two in at the same time. But yeah, right now I'm just getting things set up. And again, when I was going to ask opinions on what I should do, I don't know if you guys would be interested at all in supporting me in a Patreon or a Kickstarter for my special project. I'll be needing some writers, or writers who are flexible. People who are good with animatics. I'd be doing the character designs because that's what I love doing the most. But and even get some other artists in there so we can get this project underway. I'm also going to be needing voice talent too. So if you guys want or you're interested in that particular thing, you can hit me up, joshua.otero01@gmail.com. And under the subject matter, just put down the Roach Project, and for what you're interested in doing. Aside from that, I also have a lot of other homeworks that I'm doing with the Oatly classes. I'm really excited because this week was actually talking about world building, which I'm actually starting to get into, but I have yet to dive fully into yet. So yeah, I missed the mark for the trying to go, jump in for the Long Beach Comic Con because they just sold out of Artist Alley positions. So I'm trying to get in so I can actually make a live appearance at one of the cons. Like I said, I'm going to be attending CTNX because I do believe they're out of tables, but I have to double check that. But I plan to attend the CTN Expo. For those of you who don't know, it's the Creative Talent Network Expo, located in Burbank, right near the Bob Hope Airport. Put on by the lovely Tina Price, and it's a fantastic place for animators and artists. It's a real, it just gets my geekiness going. So yeah, I'll be drawing now, just to loosen up, just to get stuff started. I know it's going to be kind of silent in here. I can't put on any music, unfortunately, because with the way YouTube works, unless I own the music, I cannot even put in the background because then I'll just red flag it. So I'll just be doing some doodles. Let me just go to screen sharing really quickly. And now, if you guys have any questions whatsoever, or you guys even want to chat with me via the video to video, just drop me a line on the chat over here. I'll be keeping an eye on that, and I can invite you guys in so you guys can be another one of the guests. So yeah. Okay, let's see what I can do here. Okay. Now I'm just gonna keep this nice and simple. Why not we draw a quick sketch of the main character for the Roach Project. So my inspiration for this character named Roach, ironically enough, is it ironic? I don't know. They are, the hair was actually inspired a lot by Princess Bubblegum. So when you guys go, oh, why is it so drippy and gooey? It's like, I just thought that looked like a pretty cool design. Yeah, this little Taiki's gonna be running around the wastelands. The story will be a based in a post-apocalyptic event on Earth. Yes, I know. I'm sure you guys heard of that before, but I chose that for a particular reason because this little guy is so adaptable. And I know a lot of people wonder, oh, okay, well, what would happen if a kid in a post-apocalyptic event? No one really ever goes too far in it because they're, of course, they're all afraid of, oh, the children might die, or it's like, but kids are a lot more resourceful than some adults think. They're like, oh, the kids are going to get hurt, or they're going to eat something they're not supposed to. Yeah, some kids will, depending on how cautious they've been raised. Okay, give me a quick second. I'm just going to double check something in here for a minute. Yeah. If my AC starts making a lot of noise, I'll shut it off a little bit. For some reason, it's starting to do a buzzing sound. Or if that's bothering you guys now, let me know in the comments and or chat room. So, yeah. Okay. I can't tell if that's gunfire in the background or people are still using their leftover fireworks from July the 4th. So, yeah. So yeah. Okay. Just get rid of some of these excess lines here. I should have did that on a separate layer, but I tend to just go with the flow. Edit now, change later. Like I said, this is just a quick sketch, so nothing major, really. It's funny because I was actually gonna, before I started doing the Hangout, I was actually going to watch Song of the Sea, which I just got for a decent price. And now I can see why I got a decent price, because when I was in the middle of watching it, there was damage to the actual DVD, so it was starting to just skip over large hunks of the movie. So I just stopped it right then and there. I have to return that, just so I will actually have a nice, seamless experience. So yeah. Hmm. There we go. Although this one is squishing for some reason, so I'm going to just change that real quick. Eyes are always bigger. There we go. Although there's way too much ghosting in the eyes. At the right size. Oh, look at that. Someone's actually calling. There we go. All right. There he is, looking like himself. Anyone wants to join in, just give me a holler. So, yeah. Well, I forgot to announce this as well on Google Plus. So, reach out to everybody. I don't know why that's happening. Alrighty. hate how that happens, but now I gotta change that. Yeah. Oi. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, back to the drawing, right? So, let's clean up his nose here. Keep your nose clean, kid. Yes, I know. Yeah, so like with most people, I tend to be quiet when I tend to draw, but I also sometimes I like to just talk out loud and kind of mill through what am I doing, what are my thought processes. Yeah, my tendency is to talk like almost like I'm doing therapy for myself for my methods to drawing. So yeah. And remember, you guys can join me at any time. Just hit me up in the comments. I'm watching the video as well as see if anyone will hit me up online. So yeah. There we go. So yeah. So yeah, if you guys want to support me into making like big projects such as this, or even want me to do smaller projects, let me know. I always check my messages as often as I can on YouTube, on my Twitter, on my Tumblr, on my email, pretty much everything. So yeah, if you guys got any questions, or you guys just want to ask me anything, just let me know. I'll be here. Yeah, since it is going to be apocalyptic, it's not like he's going to have like some new stuff. He's going to have like tears in his pants, shreds here. Um, you know. So there he is. Oh, why not? I think I'll color him. At least basic colors. One thing first, make sure I get the background there. And double check my stuff. Right? It's going to be the brush palette. That's what I was looking for. And make sure that You know what? I'm probably gonna do the shapes first, so I'm gonna keep that pretty wispy. I'll keep it pretty solid, actually. Make sure spaces are thin here. I think this is the first sharing of Roach colored. So I might actually save this and post it to the Roach project as well as the Tumblr for the Roach project. And of course on my Tumblr I'll share the link to the Roach project. You know. So yeah. Just get the nice flat colors first. I actually just started watching Star versus the Forces of Evil, and I think that's an awesome show. I really like the characterization and the quirkiness of the character of Star. So yeah, and I've been watching a lot of the Steven Universe. I have to catch it. You guys are probably going to kill me for this, but I really have to catch up with Gravity Falls. You're probably going to say, you know, what? You're missing out on way too much. Well, I'm also trying to catch up with a lot of other movies as well as with Arrow and all the like. So I have a lot to catch up on. So yeah, has really bright, vivid eyes, almost glowing. All right. You know what? I'm gonna redo that, and I'm actually going to. Oh yeah. There. And I'm just gonna go straight into it. He tries to avoid being seen, so he's gonna have some pretty pale skin. So yeah. Yep. So, let's see. Okay, so we talked about upcoming events I might be joining. We talked about me trying to catch up with movies and all as such. I haven't played many games as of recently. I've been mostly sticking to my whenever I can Pokemon or here's something I can talk about. It does kind of involve games. I actually, when I went to San Diego Comic-Con, I did pick up at this cafe over near Hard Rock the Google Cardboard, and I got to say that is an amazing piece of low-tech tech I know that sounds really weird to say, but the VR is just amazing. It blew my sister away, blew me away. I think it's actually a really cool and cheap way in order to actually get VR into the hands of, you know, people. I was playing with it earlier and I just thought, you know, whoa. But yeah, it's actually pretty cool for those who have the, I think it was for Android as well as for OS devices. Okay. Let me see if I can get that. And that's what I'm looking for. There we go. What the heck? I'm just gonna go and get a little bit airbrushy, give him a little bit of color. He's not. It's not like that. He's pale, but he's still gonna have some color to him. And I'm trying not to do the whole typical Tumblr red nose thing. Sorry, Tumblr. I don't roll like that. I mean, it's cool, but at the same time, there we go. A little bit more subtle. Although instead of making that pink, I could make it a bit more red, at least around the cheeks. All right. And not too intense. There we go. Making sure it doesn't look like Raggedy Ann or Andy. Okay, I got that color. Let's kind of bring up that sheen a bit. Oh yeah, that would make plenty of sense to actually do that. So, this is just the way I do things. I might actually end up changing my technique because I'm taking the Magic Box with Chris Oatley. And his methods of digital painting are different than mine. So, you know, I'm always open to doing or trying out different techniques and things like that. I learned a lot when I went into art school, which, by the way, you do not need to go to art school in order to learn because YouTube has fantastic resources. And if you're diligent enough to actually do constant study, as well as, you know, touching back to the basics, because of the fact that it's funny how a lot of my teachers still find it, my teachers from art school find it completely shocking and amazed on how many people who love to do artwork ignore the basics. It's like, oh, I don't know, how do I get good as an artist quick? And like a lot of the other people in the industry keep on saying, it's just like, you know, you just gotta just draw, just do it. I mean, Shia LaBeouf, just, you know, his little speech is just do it. It's exactly, you know, the only reason why I keep on, you know, working on my my stuff constantly is honestly because it's an obsession for me. It's, you know, if I find myself not creating at all, it irks me. It more than irks me. It it's like this tick that if I'm not creating something, it will eat me alive by not doing anything, like at all, to the point to where I have to drop what I'm doing, whatever I'm doing. I got to just stop, grab a piece of paper, a pencil, a pen, a marker, a Sharpie, a highlighter, even anything, and just make something. Even if it comes out completely horrendous, I really don't care. I just want to create. It's the, I don't know, because I like doing this kind of stuff. Some people are like, oh well, you're just wasting your time. Some people, because I hear it surprisingly often from some people, where it's just like, why would you do that? I mean, that's a waste of time. That's, okay. I don't find it a waste of time simply because if it's a waste of time and I enjoy doing it, then it's not a waste of time for me. In fact, it complements who I am. Many people are very judgmental because they don't understand. They just don't understand the mentality that some artists have, and other people do. Where I try to bring it down to their level so they can kind of understand it. But then there are just some people who just will not get it, and they still wonder why would you go do that? And say, okay, well, why would you go to the movies? Why would you wake up in the morning? Because you have to? No. It's not because you have to. It's because, if you're doing it just because of you've been raised with that mentality, it's like you need a bit more. What's the word I'm looking for? Substance than that. You need to realize that if you do it out of habit, it's to me anyway, you need to find something deeper. And if you're content with exactly what that is, if you don't want deep, you just want results, or you just want A, B, or C, that's perfectly fine. But if you don't understand what a person is enjoying or going through to enjoy that, well, just let them do what they do. It's not going to harm you any. Just do it. Do what you gotta. If you're content with doing the little things and you're happy with it, by all means. But you got to be willing to sacrifice some stuff if you really want it. And I'm learning that even now. I'm kind of learning how to be a more social person. That's actually one of the reasons why I wanted to also start up this Google Hangouts, is to better understand the people who like my stuff, but to get more socially active, because I'm introverted and I am shy. so sometimes it's hard for me to really, you know, open up and be I'm more the guy. As what I learned from Chris Oatley, I'm a wallflower. I just sit there and I listen. I like to listen to people. Because when you listen to people, you learn. But if you don't talk, they don't learn about you. And that's why I decided to do the whole Hangouts thing, so I can get to know the people who follow me. And if, you know, you guys aren't interested in, you know, hearing what I have to say or anything, you guys could just watch the video, or, you know, just see all my posts on Instagram. I am I am up for whatever. That's usually my motto when it comes to things, you know. If people feel like following, by all means. But if you do like some of the content that I post, please subscribe. If you're just passive about it, okay, well, who knows? I'll see you around, possibly. Please excuse me if I'm just ranting. Let's see, it's 9:45. I'll probably be doing this till if I don't see any more people coming in, or maybe people are just waking up somewhere across the world. I'll probably go to midnight, maybe 1 o'clock latest. That's if someone comes on. If someone doesn't come on, I'll probably end this at around, heck, 11, 12 o'clock. Again, depending on the activity, because I know it's Saturday, and what with new movies coming out, they want to be entertained. Which I know I'll be doing tomorrow. Let's see, let's make that a little bit more, just make that stand out a bit more. Punch it up. I don't know. Cool. Okay. So yeah. This video is probably going to be very silent. That or really noisy, depending on if you can pick up that air conditioner in the background. It is really hot here. The humidity spiked because it rained earlier. But I am used to humidity from Florida. But there's a different kind of humidity. It's the rain kind of humidity. Let's see. I'll choose a darker spot. There we go. And then I'm going to choose something. The reason why I'm choosing a lot of the, like, you know, really, what's the term? Muted colors when it comes to his clothing is because the factor of it's post-apocalyptic, so everything can be all dusty and stuff. And on top of that, if he's going to be sneaking around, he doesn't want to gain too much attention. So, actually, let's add some lighting to this. I'm using this chalk brush here, and I'm kind of give it a little texture. Though it might be too much. I don't know. Sometimes texture can go a little too far. Tend to experiment with different brush types. Pardon me. Woo! Well. Yeah, I went to. So yeah, I'm doing what I can because I'm really new to this whole live broadcasting. I mean, the first one went fantastic, but that's also because I had some guests along, friends from the Chris Oatley, as well as the random troll that came on by. So, yeah. For the next 10 minutes, it's going to be around 10 o'clock. So, yeah. Make sure this lighting makes sense here, because I got light coming in here. Technically, this would be lit up more. And this would be in the shadow. And since that's the case, I'm going to go. I do not want to make this overtly complicated here, because once it starts getting too complicated or too much texture, you kind of lose that feeling. So I'm just gonna go back over this real quick with some airbrush. Okay. There we go. And this local colors, I'm just gonna boost it up just a little. And let's put that in shadow since his neck is covering that, as well as his hair, which means that this also covers here. Yeah, this is just my method of doing things. See, I'm like, sometimes I'm between myself when it comes to my coloring, because sometimes I want texture and other times I want it or it's like light and airy. But overall, I'm just kind of just trying to figure it out. Still got to get the shoes and the crease here for his pocket. Where was I? Yeah. So yeah, this is Roach. I think I'll give a little bit of cheap color here. So yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything, let me know. There we go. Okay. Just what should I do for those shoes? I think if I remember doing it. I think it was gray. Yeah, I think he did like a reddish grayish color. Yeah. It's been out on the streets for a very long time, so then all that red coloring slowly starts to fade. Let's back out the try to straighten that out. So yeah, I know I have to do more videos for my quick sketches and go back into my animation again. I've been really trying to focus on getting this project underway. But yeah, I think I'll set up the Patreon and see where that goes. If you guys are interested in seeing the story behind this little guy, just I'll put up the link for this subject matter if you guys are interested. Let's bring this up some. I don't want too much texture, so I'm going to keep it simple. Okay. So, yeah, he just found these shoes, so he has this You know, he didn't even have any of the what is it? He couldn't find the laces, so he just wore them as is, just to protect his feet. Although those shoes look way too new when it comes to the soles. I know it'll get dingy, so we're trying to bring into that weird. There we go. Don't make it too new. It's too new, then it's good. They'll look like that, you know. Oh, I just went to like a Reebok store or whatever, Payless shoes, and you go, okay, brand new, awesome. Then I go back to the waist. It's like, no, 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 no. These are old shoes. And when he gets them dirty, he gets them like dirty. Yeah, let's get a little more dirt into that. Just right where that seam is at, or it's all sewn. It's a lot of dirt in between them. Get some nicks and cuts. There we go. Break that darkened area right underneath because his pants are covering it. It's still way too white. There we go, much better. And then I'm going to push this color darker, make it a little more intense. Awesome. Okay, that's Roach. What the hell? I'm just gonna take this lighter color and drop it some. Hold on. Just filming his nails. His nails might be a bit dirty too, so I might actually darken it some. Yeah, this is his initial design that I have. I might actually. I still like the hair, I still like the eyes, and I still like the frame, but I'm going to try to see if I can change it up a little later on. Yeah. Oh, pardon me. I don't have enough caffeine in my system. Ooh. Alrighty. So that was a quick sketch that took about an hour or so. With color, with base color anyway. Yeah. So yeah. Back to the camera. Actually, I can share because it's almost complete, so I think it should be fine to show. For the project, here's actually all the denizens that Roach tends to run into more often than he should. They do play a role in his development while on the Wastelands of Earth. I'll go in depth with them once I actually complete this later on. So, for the time being, let's see. I'll be on for about another hour. So if anyone who's late or just waking up, like I said, for the Hangout, it'll give them a chance to actually come by, say hi. Um, let's see. So yeah, yeah. It feels so weird, just like not having anyone on to actually bounce back and forth. And like I said, I'm kind of a quiet guy, so Google Hangouts, again, I set that up because I could not give you guys the footage that you wanted. So I'm making that up by having 2 Google sessions, 2 more. So this right now is number 2. Number 3 is actually going to be tomorrow evening. I'm debating whether I should do it in the morning. So those who are up, it's actually evening time for other people, while other people are just waking up. So it's like a prime time. Which will most likely be the case. Once I get that underway, I might make it for about possibly an hour, and then I'll end it there. Because I really do have to start getting back into the quick sketches. I'm going to try to make that. I'm going to try to make that a 2 times out of the week, at the beginning of the week and at the end of the week. And at the end of the week. So yeah. As well as I'm gonna try to get back into digital painting again. Try to do some more tutorials for you guys. And see if I can get some people on my group chat to see if we can get hopefully some guests along with us. I know CTNX, I'm going to be talking with some of my classmates, as well as other Oatlyites, or OALers, to join me, so we can have that session for CTNX, because I know that they tend to do interviews, and they tend to do, real intimate stuff specifically for just the Chris Oatley Academy. It's a real great resource. They actually have even some things for collaboration as well. I want to start talking with more of those guys there to see if they can help along with the Roach project if possible. But like I said, well, I didn't mention this to you guys, but I'll mention it now. The Roach project is actually going to be in animatic form, so we can actually do a quicker output for the series, because of the fact that we're wanting it voiced, we're wanting it the story to be told. We're trying to keep the turnaround rate pretty minimal. So, but like I said, I'm just trying to get the bare bones first started. And if someone wants to, take this project and want to animate, again, hit me up. I don't know if we can somehow get a budget for animation. to get this started, that'd be just as awesome. But my main concern is actually the turnaround rate, so people aren't waiting all that long, because I know how some people who love a series, and when a series comes out, they can't wait for the next one, and usually the more they dole out. I mean, I understand that, you know, there's the anticipation, but at the same time, that anticipation kind of dwindles. Like, oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. Oh, let me go check that out. So yeah, it all depends on what you guys want. Um, so yeah, um, I am going to be looking for voice talent. Um, like as you saw, I have plenty of denizens, so that I'm going to be looking for different voice actors and actresses, or voice talents. Um, I did fill the role when it comes to Roach already. Um, I will actually have. I'm going to have a sample. I'm going to try to get a sample of Roach's dialogues, just so you guys could have a voice that goes along with the image. I just need to talk with my one of the voice actors I'm working with now. Um, so yeah, I think. Let's see. Yeah, so far I'm not seeing anybody coming. So let's see. Let's see how Twitter's doing. Hope you guys don't mind me just looking at this really quickly. Well, oh. Okay. I am seeing right now that not many people have responded to the video. Which is fine. But because I believe everyone's going to go see Ant-Man and doing other things with their time, I might just cut it at an hour tonight. For those of you who are just catching this video, I apologize again. But yeah, hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to do a morning video. So hope to see you guys there. And thanks for sticking with me. I will see you guys later.